Most people that came into my liquor store didn't even know what email was in 1997. I collected, and in 1998, I had a 200,000 person email newsletter with 91% open rates. I watch people give advice completely predicated on natural talent and DNA, and I'm like, look, like I get it, like I can throw a football every day for 9 hours a day. I'm just not physically built to be competitive at the highest levels. So yeah, I do think, you know, if anybody watching right now, if there's anything they take away, it's like, look, like you're gonna only be so pretty, you're only gonna be so smart. Like there's things that are gonna be natural and then there's things that you can actually control. I do believe, and I don't know if I'm right or wrong, I don't, but I do believe that work ethic is a taught behavior. It's something you do have more control over. And yeah, I think, and you know what really sealed the deal for me? Getting healthier.
We would all love to own a successful business, but what are the best ways to get started on that path? Different people have different natural talents and abilities. This means that just because you put forth time and energy into getting better at something doesn't mean you have the natural ability to be the best at it. Focus instead on what you know and are good at, or things that can be learned. Build up your work ethic and start moving, both in mind and body. Exercise and generally staying healthy puts you at an advantage in all aspects of your life. When you start working, keep your expectations realistic. It takes dedication and talent to become the top 1% of the population, and many people aren't prepared. There are a lot of business owners who vastly underestimate the current state of the marketplace, especially because we are amidst the digital revolution. Utilize every tool in your arsenal, especially technology, and stay motivated when life gets in the way. This technology allows you to instantly connect with your audience and gives you a platform on which to be the expert in your field. Don't try to sell yourself, but instead sell what you do. Keep an eye open for the opportunities which may arise, and don't be afraid to take a chance when you find something worthwhile. In the end, the harder you work and the more you choose to focus on what you know works is what can begin making you successful in business.
I think that we're living through a period of time right now between Shark Tank, between, you know, The Social Network, the movie, that people are confused and think that it's just so easy to build a business where you make $1 million a year. The top 1% earners in America make $400,000 a year, right? Like, we are not grounded in any level of practicality right now of what it takes to be the top 1% executor in America. You make $400,000 a year pre-tax. Like, I mean, I look at Instagram all day long and there's people just spewing how easy it is to become a millionaire if you just sign up for my 3-course thing, or how, you know, it's just unbelievable the lack of practicality. One of the reasons I like producing the content that I'm producing now is it's becoming very clear to people that it takes an enormous amount of work to be successful, on top of which you actually have to have talent. Being good enough to run a business or be an entrepreneur that has a successful business is a talent. I completely convinced, understanding the context of this room and being here a couple years ago, I'm completely convinced with my entire heart and soul that even the most progressive in this room are grossly underestimating what's actually going on in our society right now when you incorporate the digital changes we're living through. And that's what I want to focus on. The truth is, as I stand here, you know, I'm about to give a keynote speech. I feel pretty good about it. It's gonna go well. You're gonna get excited because I get excited. All that good stuff. But then next Thursday happens and all the rallying we're gonna do this morning kind of goes on the wayside when actual business gets in the way. And so just to set the tone, my biggest agenda here this morning is to convince one person of the reality of the marketplace and have that one person actually execute. Let me explain. I was born in Belarus in the former Soviet Union. I came to the United States when I was 3 years old. My family immigrated to Queens, New York, 8 family members in a studio apartment. half the size of this stage, very ghetto upbringing. My dad, really, it's kind of fun to say that in this room, my dad was in the construction business in the Soviet Union. When we came to the US, it was the late 70s. My dad thought he was gonna get a construction job. I see a lot of faces in this room. I'm sure plenty of you remember the late 70s. The market wasn't so great. So my dad had to get a bunch of side jobs. One of them was to be a stock boy in a liquor store in Clark, New Jersey. My dad commuted from Queens to Clark for an hour each day, getting paid $2 an hour. It was kind of that story, right? I kind of lived the American dream story, first generation immigrant. I probably associate with more of the grandparents of the people in this room than the people in this room. That's kind of my life.
But what I know about these B2B businesses is right now, every single person here can write an article about their expertise in the business that they're in. Not a propaganda for your SaaS product or service, but an article that would be valuable to the people that you're trying to reach. You can write this article literally in a Facebook post, and then you can go to the ad product and you can actually target employees of. One of the ways you can target on Facebook is the employees of an organization. One of the great mistakes of my investing career is Travis Kalanick, the CEO of Uber, was a very great friend of mine. I passed on investing in Uber in the angel round twice. I cost myself hundreds of millions of dollars. I'm very upset about it. But I invested a little bit later on, not because Uber was doing so well, but because I realized when he came to New York and my brother AJ took the first Uber ride, oh my God, Uber doesn't sell transportation, Uber sells time. If you heard me loud and clear and understand who you're trying to reach and you write an article about something that brings them value, you will win. In America, I run VaynerMedia. We are an 800-person firm, $100 million in revenue in 4 years from zero, basically. We work with GE and Pepsi and Under Armour and Toyota and the biggest brands in the world. And in the US, my clients spend tens of billions of dollars trying to sell stuff.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more content.